So I just wanted to come on here. I'm on my patio, and me and the Ruach Haqodesh. And so one of my neighbors, because let me show you. You can see the trails, right? How people come through that gate right there, and then they come out and they go through the side gate. You can't see the side gate, but they come through to make a little shortcut. I'm okay with that. When I moved here, this is how it was, so I'm not going to tell the people, to change for me. I'm changing for them. And certain things I have to also work on because I like peace and I like quiet. And so, like here, there seems to be like just always noise, always noise, always noise. Not when I first moved in, but then later there was just like all this noise, noise, noise. So long story short, I'm working on my patience, but there's certain things that just you have to put your foot down. Well, anyhow, fast forward. Some days have gone by. I'm calming down with the noise. But today, yesterday, yeah, yesterday I met my neighbors. I met the parents and I met the children. We've been laughing and talking almost like since the second, third day I was here because they'll run through here and go to the store and buy this and buy that, right? And they'll say hi, I'll say hi, they'll say bye, I'll say bye. They learned that I was not from here, and so I think that's impressive for them as children. And me as a child, I really found it interesting when someone spoke English and it sounded different from mine. I found that really funny. So anyhow, let me get to the point. So today, the parent, when she walked through, I'm like, oh, that's you. I didn't recognize you. I didn't recognize you because she had on her Sunday's best. You know how you have the big old hairdo, like I got the scarf on, but she had hers all the way up here. So she looked really tall and totally different. I didn't know that the same lady that was walking through this morning was that lady. So anyhow, I said to her, I didn't know it was you. And so I said, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name yesterday. What's your name? And so she tells me her name. Now, I'm not going to try to even say it right now, but it meant the first day. It meant Monday. It meant Monday. Okay? And so that made me think, okay. It made me think a lot of things. And so as I thought, let me Google why do the Ghanaian people, or how do the Ghanaian people choose their children's names? And then the answer was they choose their child's name by the day of the week that they're born on. And it's more than just the day of the week. It actually means like the soul of the child. I'm not getting into all of that, but that's what it said about it. Okay. So anyhow, then my mind is rolling and it made me think history, of Ghanaian people. And then I thought, what tribe does the Ghanaian people, which of the 12 tribes does the Ghanaian people come from? And it says none. They are not a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Well, that's what it says there. How true that is, I don't know. But the point in this video is this. Then it made me think, what happened to the kings of Africa? Because remember, there was the kings back in the day were kings. Because remember how the 12 tribes of Israel, or the Israelites, said that they wanted to have a king like the rest of the nations. They wanted to have a god, a king I think they said they wanted to have a king like the rest of the nations. So that's what it made me also think of. So then I said, well, what happened to the kings in Africa? Because Africa has presidents now. They don't have kings anymore. And before I Googled it, Ruach HaKodesh says to me, because the colonizers came through. And when the colonizers came through, that went away. That's all I heard. So then I Googled that, and that's exactly what it spoke about, plus more. So I just found that really interesting. And then the other question was, okay, or it wasn't a question, it was just something given to me like, is this the reason why the people in Africa kind of war with each other still? And, the diaspora, like the African, the Israelites that are in America. And then when they come here, there's issues. Is it because the soul of the the soul of the Israelite and the soul of the non-Israelite knows one another, and this is the reason why they just cannot get along, or they just cannot work together. They just cannot support one another. They have to always war against each other, whether it's a mental war, a silent war, or a real physical war, right? Is that what's going on? I'm just brainstorming here as I have my coffee. Speaking of coffee, I better have some before it get too cold. I'm just brainstorming here. And these are just questions. Like I said, I'm just sitting here on the patio hanging out with the Ruach Haqodesh. And I try to do this every morning. Put the Ruach, Yahusha HaMashiach, and Yahuwah first before I do anything. So like when I first open my eyes, I like to just be silent and peaceful. I want to hear what the Ruach HaKodesh has for me. I want to go back into that dream that I just woke up from and try to understand what was the message for me in that dream. So y'all, if you can start doing that for yourselves, like when you first wake up in the morning, you should just lay there and be silent. Try this. Lay there and do the quiet diet. The quiet diet for at least 15 minutes. If you got time, do it for 30 minutes. If you got more time than that, just do it as long as you got the time. Do the quiet diet in the morning. Okay? Don't do anything. Don't look at your phone. Don't do anything. Just lay there. You don't even have to open your eyes. Just keep your eyes closed and just lay there. And you're going to hear the Ruach HaKodesh if the Ruach HaKodesh is within you. Okay? Because I don't know who's all viewing this channel. But I find that really, really good. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I think I'll come here in the morning and do this. And I'm so happy that I took the comments away, because a lot of times you want to go live and then the distractions are just too crazy from the comments. People saying hi, 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 hi. Why do you got to say hi? Why do you have to say hi? Just listen to what's being said and then send a text message, right? You don't have to say hi. I don't know. I just find it rude because I can't say, okay, I can stop saying what I'm saying just to say hi to someone. I personally don't like that, so that's why I took the comments off. All right, anyhow, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Be good. Do the quiet diet the first thing in the morning and then the last thing at night. So when you go to bed at night, be quiet too. Make sure that you do your prayers at night, your repentance prayers. Make sure you do your repentance prayers. Okay? Make sure you do your repentance prayers. Okay? I love everyone. Take good care. And we'll see each other soon. Shabbat Shalom.